What's up and welcome to another video, and today we're going to create an emotional dancehall beat in FL Studio, which is inspired by Drake, Swae Lee and Tory Lanez. I've just released my new FL Studio course, the link is in the description, and I highly recommend it if you're not getting along with this tutorial. It's for the people who just want to learn FL Studio, and I will just take you through all the steps which are necessary. So make sure to check it out, and I hope you enjoy this tutorial. So we're going to create a vibey but slow dancehall beat. So I'm gonna adjust the BPM to 103, and I'm gonna start off with the drums in this case. So I'm going to use my Dancehall Sample Pack Volume 1, a pack which I highly recommend when you create dancehall beats. And I'm just gonna start off with some snares. So I'm gonna use this rim and pick another snare, this one. So this is the typical dancehall rhythm. So right now I'm going to clone this layer to the snare. Really unique. So right now I'm going to add the kick. This one sounds pretty awesome. Make a small adjustment. So I'm going to turn down the tilt a little bit. So I'm going to add some fade out and add some clipping. So boost this. The first bar of the kick is clipping like this. And I'm gonna add an extra kick right here. So we get this, so we get something like this at the end. And I'm gonna add a piano just to start off with. Pick another preset from the piano. So for example, the German Jazz Studio. I'm gonna start off with this chord. B, G, and E. Like this. Then I'm just gonna clone this one, and I'm gonna add G, B, D, and we could add an F sharp in the scale of A minor. You can hear it already has an emotional feeling. So right now we're gonna just copy this chord again. Use the same notes and adjust the E to this D. Maybe add an A in between. I'm going to add the root note, so I'm going to add this E. And right now just duplicate the whole pattern, and we can add this C. We're going to turn this one down 6 semitones. So right now, until now, this is the chord progression, and we're going to add a melody on top of this one. So we're going to start off with this B. And right now we're going to use this D. I'm going to use this whole melody again. So this is the final chord progression, and I've used a strumizer and just played around with the velocity on some of the notes. Right now we're going to add some more elements. So I'm going to use my Dancehall Sample Pack Volume 1 again and add a hi-hat. I'm going to add this one and this short open head. So I've just created this pattern, it took a while. I'm going to add an open head, this one. Just a small detail. Alright, now I just want to add a shaker, just to fill up the space. So I'm going to use my African drums, percussions, shakers, natural shakers. So I'm going to pick this one. So this is a simple pattern. Alright, now we're gonna add some more melody layers. So this is just the piano, and I'm going to add a bass line. And I'm going to use Serum, which is my favorite plugin when it comes to bass lines. So this is a saw bass preset from my upcoming bass preset pack. So right now I'm just gonna copy the root notes from the melody, from the piano melody, paste it into this one, and I think turn it up 1 octave. Sounds really spacious, but I'm just gonna make a small adjustment to the melody. Sounds way much better, makes it also more interesting. So right now we're gonna add another element. So I'm going to add an ample guitar TC, and just use this default preset and just clone the top melody, paste it into this one. Already really like it, so I'm gonna link this one to the mixer and just add a ton of reverb. So I'm going to use Tiva Halla Vintage Verb. Just leave it this way. So that's it, and we're going to add another element. In this case I'm going to add a vocal sample, which always is a great addition to a beat like this. I'm just going to use this new preset from Arcade Open Book. Adjust the key to A minor, so it's in the key of our beat, like this. Baby, all you can, we used to, this one would go perfect together. So I'm gonna adjust the tune, so turn it up 1 octave, so 12 semitones. So I'm gonna use this one, also add it to the mixer, and add a ton of reverb. So I'm just gonna clone this one and add another melody. So I found this one. And I'm gonna do the same thing again. Clone it again. So for this one, I'm going to turn down the tune to -12, so 1 octave. So that's it. And now I'm gonna add another element. So I'm gonna use Heat Up 3, and I'm gonna add a percussive sound. So in this case, I'm going to add this Kalimba bass. And I'm going to add the chord progression, this one, to the Kalimba. Solo the element, turn it up 1 octave. Remove this part because we're going to clone this one. And make the notes shorter. So I think that's it. As you see, it's a really simple progression like this, on this F and those notes. After playing around with the velocity for a while, this is the final result. And I'm also going to add an electric piano just to fill up this empty space in the mid frequencies. So we get a full sound in the end. So we're gonna pick an electric piano beneath two fronts, this one. And also copy this part of the piano chord progression and paste it into this one. So when I solo it, it sounds like this. But that's way too boring. So I'm gonna press Option S. So we're gonna strumize it a little bit like this. Make the notes a little bit shorter. And right now it sounds like this. Add some swing. So when it comes to creating all the layers, I think this is basically it. And right now I'm going to create a full beat and guide you to the final result. So this is the final outcome of the beat. I've separated all the elements into patterns and added them to the playlist. So right now I'm going to show you the first part of the track. So first the chorus, the bass line. I've added a new element to the beat. And I've added some noise, as you can hear in the background. And just the first vocal element is playing. And right now some new effects are coming in. I've added an extra shaker loop. Also reverse the piano, as you can hear. Bassline coming in, the vocal sample. I'm gonna zoom in. Bassline is also automated. Guitar coming in. Kalimba coming in. The other are two vocal samples. So I've added this E-piano from Heat Up 3. And just following the same piano chord progression. Then I've reversed the melody like this. So the piano melody. So I've just dragged in the basic chords. Then I've opened up an Edison. Then I've used onplay and recorded the whole chord progression. Right now press song jump like this. Use this one and drag it in into the playlist like this. So right now I've dragged it in. I'm gonna open it up in the channel rack. So I'm gonna open up the sampler and then reverse the progression. Then I'm gonna select the slice tool and then I'm gonna slice every chord like this. And because we're playing the wrong melody, because we've reversed the whole melody, we have to inverse everything like this. So this is the final reverse chord progression, as you can see. So that's basically the same. So that's how I've created this chord progression. Then I've used this pitch bend automation. So I've pitch bended this one. So I've turned this one down to -12. Selected the pitch bend, tools, last tweaked, and then create automation clip. And then just create something like this. So that's it, pretty simple and something really awesome. Then I've added this ride and this effect. It goes perfect together with the ride. And I've also added this noise sample. A lot of reverb. So all linked to the ride. And I've just used this simple fruity reverb with a lot of decay. So this part is basically repeating, and right here in this part we're combining more of the elements and create an outro. I forgot to add this one right here. Just a simple chords, piano chords. Vocal coming in. So the reverse piano coming in again. And I've created this master automated EQ. So it's a low pass filter. So the high frequencies are fading out. How can you create something like this? Go to your master, add a fruity parametric EQ, this one. Make sure it's leveled like this, so it's not removing any of the high frequencies through the whole track. And then just automate this and up. So this one, and create animation clip. So right now this part is selected, so it's a shorter one. Just drag it in like this. Just add a point. And then just play around with the final one like this. So like this you can create something similar. So that's it for this beat. And if you have any questions about how I did something, make sure to add your question to the comments. Thank you so much for watching this tutorial. Make sure to leave it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Also make sure to check out my Dancehall sample pack or my other sample packs which I've used in this tutorial. The link is in the description. And hope to see you in one of my next tutorials.